Okay, we proceed now to activity 2. Yesterday, we answered already numbers 1 and 2. Doon sa, bigyan ko lang diin yung number 1 doon, a square is equal to 0. Nalagay ko doon, no solution. Ano ba yan? Dapat, di ba, ang k dito ay 0. Meaning, there is a one solution. And ano yung solution? A equals 0. Yan, hindi no solution. So, doon naman sa number 2, no, reviewin na. Sa number 2, medyo mahaba yung procedure kahapon, ano. So, bahala na kayo mag-review. Nandito na tayo sa number 3. The square of the quantity 2x plus 1 minus 8 equals 0. Anong pinapagawa sa atin dito? Dito, hindi lang tayo dito basta alamin yung k, alamin kung how many solutions. Dito, sinusolve na talaga natin kung ano ba talaga yung solution na yun. Kung 2 solutions, ano yung 2 solutions na yun? Kung 1 solution, ano yun? Kung no solution, makikita natin kailan nagiging no solution. Tingnan natin ano. So dito, we express it as x squared equals k. 2x plus 1 raised to the power of 2. Yung negative 8 from left side to the right side ay magiging positive 8 from because of addition property of equality. And then we have to extract the square root of both sides of the equation. We have now 2x plus 1 equals, dito we have to indicate the positive or negative. Yung positive or negative 8, now, ang 8 kasi is not a perfect square. Kaya we have to look for factors of 8 na may perfect square so that we will be able to extract the square root. So, ang alam natin, ang 8 ay 4 times 2. So, ang 4 ay perfect square, ang 2 ay hindi. So, we can extract the square root of 4. That is, that is 2 is square root of 2. Kaya dito, ang ilalagay natin ay positive or negative 2 is square root of 2. Ayan yan ha. Solving it further, we have 2x is equal to, this one should be written on the right side, but we have to change the sign by addition property of equality. We have negative 1 plus or minus 2 is square root of 2. We divide both sides by 2. Dito dapat yan ang sign ay nandiyan sa gitna. Ay ang equal sign. Okay, so we cancel it. 2 divided 2 is 1 times x is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 2 is square root of 2 all over 2. Okay, kunin natin yung x sub 1 natin, split natin ito, that is negative 1 plus 2 is square root of 2 all over 2, or we have the x sub 2 is equal to negative 1 minus 2 is square root of 2 all over 2. Now, for checking, we will use x sub 1. Negative 1 plus 2 is square root of 2 all over 2. Gagamitin natin siya sa original equation. Ano yon? The square of 2x plus 1 minus 8 equals 0. Titingnan natin kung solution talaga siya or hindi. Pero bago yun, gusto ko ma-realize ninyo, no? Dito, kanina nilipat natin yung 8 dito, diba? Tapos nung wala pa tong square root, lumalabas na ang k natin ay 8. At ang 8 ay greater than 0. Kaya, we are expecting how many solutions? 2. Kaya nga, tama ito, no? Meron tayong x sub 1, solution 1, and solution 2, x sub 2. Going back here, substitute natin yung x sub 1 natin. Okay, ito na, no? Sinubstitute na natin. Yung 2, ayan. Ito yung x natin. Yung x pinalitan ng buong ito kasi sabi natin yun ang kanyang value. Then we have plus 1. Nasa loob pa rin yan, ano? Then my square is square. Then we have minus 8 equals 0. Bakit question mark? Kasi chine-check natin, no? Na once na nalagay na natin yung value of x, we need to indicate the question mark. Dito, we can cancel this one, ano? Yan. So, what is left is, meron tayong negative 1 plus 2 is square root of 2 plus 1. And then, naka-square pa rin yan, minus 8 equals question mark. Diba? And then, we remove the parentheses. We have negative 1 plus 2 square root of 2 plus 1. Then, we have the square, minus 8 is equal to 0 question mark. We can cancel this one. Negative 1 plus 1 is 0. Kaya ang natira ay 2 square root of 2 square minus 8 equals 0 question mark. Then what is the square of 2 square root of 2? Ang square of 2 is 4. Or dahan-dahanin natin. 2, distribute natin yung square, mag-square dyan. Tapos yung square root of 2 magkaroon din ng square. Minus 8 question mark 0. Okay? So ito 2 square is 4. Ito cancel natin. We have 2 minus 8 equals 0. Kaya nga 4 times 2 is 8 minus 8 equals 0 question mark. Or that is 0 equals 0. So therefore we can say that yung x sub 1 natin ay solution to our equation. Okay, we proceed now to our x sub 2. Negative 1 minus 2 square root of 2 all over 2. Then, i-verify natin siya dito sa square of 2x plus 1 minus 8 equals 0. Substitute natin yung x sub 2 doon sa x. Ayan, na-substitute na natin. Wala pa, parang may something is wrong. Dito dapat lagyan pa natin ng ganyan. Yan. Okay. Kasi itong brace na to ay siyang dating parenthesis. Okay, so we can cancel it now. Ang natira, we have negative 1 minus 2 square root of 2 square minus 8 is equal to 0. I forgot the question mark. May mali ito, no? May mali. Dapat may na-omit dito. May plus 1 pa yan dito sa loob. Yan. Plus 1. Kaya ito dapat ay mayroong ano ba yan? Ulitin ko na lang. Okay, ito inulit ko, ano? Sorry lang. Inulit ko yan, no? So, yung original square of 2x plus 1 minus 8 equals 0. Tapos, pinalitan natin ito yung 2. Tapat-tapat yan. Ito yung kabuang x. May plus 1, may square, may negative 8 equals 0 question mark. Then we can now cancel yung 2. Ang natira doon ay negative 1 minus 2 square root of 2. Then we have the plus 1. Then we have the square minus 8 is equal to 0 question mark. And then, we simply remove ito, yung parentheses. We have negative 1 minus 2 square root of 2 plus 1. Then, we have the square minus 8 is equal to 0 question mark. Negative 1 plus positive plus 1 is 0. So, we simply cancel it. What is left? We have negative 2 square root of 2 square minus 8 is equal to 0. Then, i-distribute natin yan yung exponent sa taas. We have negative 2 square root of 2 square minus 8 is equal to 0 question mark. The square of negative 2 is positive 4. This one is cancelled. We have 2. Then, we have minus 8 equals 0 question mark. 4 times 2 is 8 minus 8 equals 0 question mark. 0 equals 0. Check. So, again, yung ating x sub 2 ay solution to our quadratic equation.